I'm fragging Grandpa. So I built a haunted house with a mausoleum, and we're just gonna go take a look at it. I was in the process of building the haunted house and the mausoleum, and I kept noticing that I kept needing to fix my guns and do some repairs, so I built a little structure in the back to house some of my workbenches. This little structure here, and it's the haunted house porch and two pieces of, well, it's a one piece of the destroyed porch and two pieces of the haunted house porch with the destroyed steps. Also over on this side we have the destroyed foundation, but I merged in these bales of hay because I wanted this to look like it was the remnants of what was left of a porch. Up on this porch I did put a full destroyed wall doorway, and on the bales of hay I put my cash register for my storefront and some pumpkins. Hid my generator in the bale of hay, kind of sort of hid it. Put a little cat on top of the bale of hay. On the outside here I have my barrel, a radiation barrel with the lantern on top of it to give it a little light. Down on this end I did put my tinker's bench, my toolboxes with a candle on top of them to give it some light, and down on the other end here I put some stash boxes in a stack next to my weapons bench, and for the end here I placed in a junk wall, and I found in the defensive wall, or the junk defensive wall, and a half destroyed wall. We'll come back off at this porch thing and go around it, and we'll see our bales of hay emerged in a turkey, so the turkey looks like it's sitting on top of it. I put a coffin on top, several bales of hay here. I put a pumpkin shelf or a jack-o'-lantern shelf down beside it to clutter it up a bit, and you can see here where the junk wall is sticking off the porch a little bit, and that's what I did for that area. And so we'll take a look at the mausoleum part here. Coming up on the back of the mausoleum, I used these stucco brick wall defensive walls and merged them in with the jailhouse walls and the Vault-Tec walls, and used the responder's roof to make it look like a mausoleum. I used a chain link gate as the front door to the mausoleum, and we'll go inside. And on the inside I have a couple of benches to sit on each side of the crypt, and for the crypt I just used the defensive barriers. I merged a potted plant in with the defensive barriers here to make it look like a potted plant. Well, someone's knocked the top off the crypt, exposing the coffin in the middle. We merged the statue in with the tombstone-like piece here, and also merged a candle in with it for it to be like a perpetual lit candle. And that's what we have there on the crypt. On the back we have a statue saluting our fallen soldier from the war, and it may be this guy over here. These pictures up there with some candles on the pedestal on the bottom so we can light a candle for him. There's the jailhouse walls sticking through the stucco walls. They're giving that ridge. And on the back we have a merged in the Vault-Tec walls with the stucco walls, and wallpapered the Vault-Tec walls with tile to give it that tile look up top. Coming on around the corner, we have a statue to pay tribute to our dog. We had a really faithful dog, and so we're paying tribute to him. Also, and then again you can see the lines and the ridges where the jailhouse wall is sticking through a little bit. It's a good effect. On this side, this may be the lady that's in the crypt. We have a picture of her with candles on a pedestal so we can light a candle to her. And we'll come on back out and close the gate to the mausoleum. And take another look around. So now we'll look at the haunted house. Really looks better at in the dark, but I got tired of waiting on the night time to come. So the roofs are merged roofs. The roofs are merged with the haunted house roof set and the destroyed roof set. You can see the destroyed roof set on top and the haunted house roof set on the bottom. When you look through, kind of cover up some of the holes. This part here is not merged with anything. It's just the destroyed set. On this side we have the same merging with the destroyed house set and the haunted house set. Now on the top roof up here we have the haunted house set merged with the destroyed house set, and we also have the tin house set merged with destroyed house set. Changing them up a little bit, we merged the top with the destroyed house and the bottom with the haunted house. On this side we merged the top with the haunted house and the bottom with the destroyed house set. Changing up again on this side to give it a little variety. Come on down from the roof now. Let's walk around the house and take a look at around the house and see what it looks like. You can see where we doubled, tripled, and quadrupled our walls to give it a junky, scrappy feel. On the porch, again as we did over here with the other structure, we put the junk walls on both sides of the porch, and we used half of the porch being one of the porch pieces being the destroyed set and the other part being the haunted house set with the destroyed steps going up to them. On the doorway here, this is a quadruple doorway. The pieces that are facing us is the destroyed set. The two inside sets that are facing the opposite way are the haunted house set. We can wallpaper both sides of those. And on the other wall here is the destroyed wall set and the warehouse wall set double walled. On the benches down here we have the pumpkin racks, and we've merged some candles in with some of the pumpkins to light it up a bit and give it some lighting. And we have the clown, because clowns are oh so scary, in the corner. On the other side we have our statue of our dog watching us, guarding the place, and we have a skull torch over on the side with fire to light that part of it up. Going around the side, you can see where we double walled with the destroyed wall set and the haunted house set, and put the window boards over the window. On this side we merged in a junk wall with two half walls, the bottom half being the destroyed set and the top half being the contemporary set. Now we put some defensive railings up against the side. On this side, on the second part here, we put a chain link fence up against the walls and double wall that with the destroyed set and the regular wooden set on both window pieces. And we left the shutters closed to make it look like it was boarded up. The outside, the part that we're looking at, is the destroyed part. On the other side it would be the board wall set. Above that, on the second story, we have a shelf that we merged in with the wall, the destroyed wall, and put some signs up to cover up some of the other holes. On the second part here we have a triple wall. We have on the outside facing us the destroyed wall. On the inside we have the window of the cabin wall, and on the other side we have the window of the contemporary, not the contemporary, the haunted house wall. Above that we have another junk wall merged in with the destroyed wall. Coming around the back, we also put some defensive railings up against the bottom here. On the other side we just have double walled the bottom part here with the haunted house set and the destroyed set at the top. And we have just a destroyed set with some signs on it covering up some of the holes. The next part here we have the destroyed set wall, double walled with the haunted house wall set, and at the top we have two half walls. The top of the half wall, we have the haunted house set. At the bottom of the bottom half wall is the destroyed set, and we have some signs all across some of the holes to cover those up. And at the bottom we have some window slat covers covering up the foundation. We're going around to the other side. We have the destroyed porch with the destroyed steps with some defensive railings against the foundations and a defensive railing for the porch railing. We have on the bottom here a destroyed wall window set, double walled with a warehouse set, and at the top we have a conventional just plain wooden wall, double walled with the haunted house set on the top. Over the porch we have a defensive wall merged in with the destroyed wall. On this wall is a destroyed wall merged in with the defensive junk wall, and some defensive railing on the bottom to cover up the foundation. Now we'll go on the inside, take a look at what we have on the inside. Again, this is a quadruple wall here. We'll come on in and close the door. Well, we didn't get in. It knocked us back out. Okay, we'll come all the way in this time and close the door. And we'll look over to what would have been, as we come in the door, it would be our left side. We have a little set piece with some coffins, a glowing skeleton, a frog in a jar on top of the coffins, and one of the coffins I merged some dead plants, and on top of the second, the other coffin over here, I merged a candle in with the jack-o'-lantern so it would glow a little bit, and placed it on the yellow molded carpet. I like the molded carpets better than I like the destroyed floors. I got the green molded carpet in the sitting area. On the wall over here by the door, I have the taxidermy head sets, different animals. And against the wall, I have a scarecrow merged in with the western bar set with a candle on the top. Then I have a fireplace merge. I merged a display shelf in with the fireplace and put some mask on it. And on the bottom, I merged some plants in with some vases and then merged them into the fireplace. I put some on the side. I put some posts on each side using the post blueprint we got, I made, and also in front of each post I merged some candles in with some jack-o'-lanterns and set them in front of the post. And I put a couch in the middle. And on the other side I used the blue molded carpet. I put a table here with all of the cryptid plushies on it, plus a mutant plushie, and sheep squash eating my brother poster on the wall. The wallpaper is the same as on the door. Here I merged the dresser mirror in, and with the mannequin, I merged the mannequin into it and put a skeleton suit on it with the ritual mask to make it look like the skeleton or the ritual doer was walking out of the mirror. And here I just placed this thing down here. On the other side of that door I did merge in the Thanksgiving shelves with some regular shelves turned backwards, and placed them side by side, and put on the shelves my little assortment of heads and body parts and skulls to make it look haunted. Now, I didn't want to use electricity in this home, so most of my lighting are these fireflies lamps. We have some lanterns and some candles. Like the lantern here merged into the shelf to kind of light up the nuclear winter trophy here. And here on the other side we have the candle to kind of light up the scarecrow a little bit in the corner back here. We go back over here and open the curtain, a doorway to go into the kitchen area, and we have our cooking area and a table with some flowers and a jack-o'-lantern on it, and we had the sink merged into the stash box and some decorations on the corner there with the candle and the trick-or-treat candy bowl. I'll go ahead and close the curtain at the back. And turn around, and on the wall we have an eye and a spider, which I thought would be scary. And we have again with the firefly lights and a dead bush merged in with the radiation barrel. Going around the corner and up the steps. Again with the firefly lights. Weapon shelves with pitchfork and hook on it. Greeting you as you come up the steps. Turning the corner, you see the flag covering up some of the holes, and you see where we have the shelf merged in with the wall, and on the shelf we have some of the weapon displays with our murder weapons, our axe and our machete. And if you go on the other side here, you can see our sickle on the wall here. Alright, and we'll back up and take a look at our sink merged in with our chemistry station, which is merged in with the scrap box. We have on this side of the scrap box a bust merged in with a table to make it look like the head sitting on top of the table. And on this side we have the glowing ghoul on top of the mirror, or to make it look like he's sticking his head out the mirror, or either you're seeing a monster as a reflection. Over here on the side of that we have a clown, which again clowns are scary, and we have firefly light. On the below that we have a candle on a table with again some merged busts in to make it look like heads sitting on a table. A candle and a fruit bowl, so because everybody needs to eat a little fruit to replenish yourself once in a while after all the beheading. And on the table in the middle we have a jack-o'-lantern, which with a candle merged into it to make it glow, and a fruit bowl, and the animatronic cat, which when he wakes up he's scared of the jack-o'-lantern, so he hisses and tries to fight with the jack-o'-lantern to warn him to get the heck out the way. Beside that we have the armor workbench merged in with the stash box, and we keep looking, and we have a firefly light over a painting on the wall, and the back in the corner there is a dead plant, and we do have a mannequin merged in with a coffin with the vampire suit on and a jack-o'-lantern head on to make it look like they're coming out of the coffin. Flowers, urn, and candle on the table. Pictures on the wall, and chalkboards merged into the wall to cover up the hole in the window. Lantern on top of the shelf, which is merged in with the bed. Two sleeping bags merged together, merged onto the bed to make it look like cover on the beds or sheets on the bed or whatever. In the corner here we have a candle on the table. And this is our second story. So we're going to go back down the steps. Back out the red door, which goes to the back porch. Have to be quick, jump back. And we're gonna go ahead and close the door back. And you see our gupper on the pole, and we merged torch in with it to give it a little flame and a little light, so it lights up the back porch a little bit. We have our little skeleton in the wheelbarrow here, and we're going on down the steps. And that is our haunted house build, or my haunted house build. And kind of scrappy, kind of haunted, not so scrappy mausoleum. Looks better at night than in the daytime. But that's it. And this is Grandpa. Until next time, y'all be safe and be good.